football? The great equalizer across the world somehow is not equal for everyone's wallets. Football, the beautiful game, it's getting a bit exclusive in cost. Every Friday, the men's football group chat buzzes with the same desperate texts, mate. Tickets to the Emirates are £89 for the nosebleeds. How is that fair? It feels like you need a second mortgage just to see a match, and good luck explaining that one to the missus. So we decided enough was enough. We rounded up 4 lads, armed them with a shared bank card, a strict £250 cap each, and sent them on a mission. Their destination. For cities that live and breathe football: London, Barcelona, Manchester, and Madrid. We wanted to find out where the everyday, skinned-butt, passionate football fan can get the biggest buzz for the smallest bill. We're about to tell you who's rinsing your wallet and who's rewarding your passion. Here it is, 23 quid. That's the cost a single pint and a chicken burger cost us inside Spurs' new stadium last month. It made our eyes water. But here's the kicker. For that exact same money, we landed return flights to Barcelona with change to spare and still caught a top-flight match. Madness, right? So stick with us. By the end of this, we'll reveal which city let us do the entire weekend. Bed, beer, a decent meal, and the big match for under 160 quid, all in. That's not just a lad's trip. It's fiscally responsible. Use that line to the wife. It might just work. You won't want to miss this. To make this a fair fight, we laid down some strict ground rules. This wasn't a holiday, it was a mission. Stuck to 4 non-negotiables in every city. First, find a bed in a 4-bed hostel dorm, no fancy hotels, just a simple bunk. Second, the cheapest available match ticket we could find. We wanted the raw, authentic experience, even if it meant sitting with the pigeons. Third, a stadium tour. You have to get behind the scenes, see the dressing rooms, and soak up the history. Fourth, a proper local pint, and one meal that wasn't from a chain. We logged every single euro, pound, dollar, and penny. Think of it as training for the joint account. Then we scored each city from 1 to 10 for vibe. The atmosphere and buzz and value, how much bang you get for your buck. If it wasn't budget, it wasn't in. Simple. We kicked things off in London, bright and early at Wembley Park Station. Our dorm bed near Willesden set us back a hefty £28 for the match. We snagged a ticket for Brentford versus Bournemouth right at the gate for a tidy 30 quid, almost unheard of for a Premier League game. The atmosphere was a true Premier League carnival, with passionate fans making plenty of noise. The next morning, we hit the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tour, which, at £27, felt fair for such a state-of-the-art facility. A pint in a local supporters pub was a reasonable £5. And a chicken curry pie inside the ground was £5.50. Our running total, £95.50. But here's the rub. London has 7 top-flight clubs, but that diversity comes at a price. We tried for a Chelsea ticket the next day. The cheapest was a staggering £62. That bumps our weekend average to £125.50 before even factoring in the tube, which can easily swallow £15 a day. For sheer stadium wow factor, London gets a solid 9. But for wallet happiness, a painful 3. The kind of pain you feel when you check the bank balance the next day. Next, we hopped a train from Euston. Now here's a pro tip. Booking for weeks in advance and splitting the ticket at Crewe got our return fare down to £24. Arriving in Manchester, our hostel opposite Piccadilly was a steal at £18, and our timing was perfect. FA Cup Derby Day, City versus United. Tickets, secured through a club ballot, were £45, a decent price for such a monumental fixture. The city was electric. You could feel the rivalry in the air. Every pub belted out chants, the streets awash with red and blue. The next morning, we took the legendary Old Trafford tour for £25. Walking through the halls and standing in the dressing rooms where legends prepared. A pint of bitter in the traditional Bishop's Blaze pub was just £3.80. And a classic Bovril steak pie hit the spot for £4. Our total spend in Manchester was a very respectable £119.80. It's a concentrated football experience that delivers on atmosphere without bankrupting you. Manchester gets an 8-4 vibe and a strong 7 for value. Time for some sun in Barcelona. Thanks to a mythical £11 Ryanair deal from Stansted with hand luggage only, but worth it. Our hostel bunk, a 5-minute walk from Las Ramblas, was a sweet €22. The city's sunny coastal vibe blended perfectly with its football obsession. The Camp Nou tour, now called the Spotify Tour, was €28. As Europe's largest stadium, the sheer scale, the pitch, the museum filled with the legacies of Messi and Cruyff, it was beyond an experience. Then, match day, Barca versus Almere letters. We got a gate ticket for €39, among 99,000 screaming cules. The passion was infectious. After the match, a cerveza and patatas bravas in a supporters bar cost us €4 for the beer and €6 for the tapas. Our total for Barcelona: a fantastic €99, or about £86. Barcelona combines world-class football with vibrant culture. It's not just a footy trip, it's a cultural experience. You rank it a 9 for vibe and an impressive 8 for value. The only catch in Barcelona is that tickets for big games like El Clasico can easily top €80. Last stop, Madrid. Another Ryanair win with a £31 return flight. Our hostel in the lively Lavapiés district was a bargain at €20. The main event was the tour of the Santiago Bernabéu. It's undergoing a massive renovation, but the immersive tour was still on for €25. Tell your other half it's an architectural study. On match day, we saw Real Madrid versus Getafe. A Grada General ticket for €40 put us in the thick of it. Madrid feels undeniably royal, with white scarves everywhere and drum lines echoing down the grand avenues. For a post-match bite, a classic can of small beer and a calamari sandwich near Plaza Mayor was €3 for the beer and €4.50 for the sandwich. Grand total, a mere €92.50, roughly £80. Another pro tip is that Atletico Madrid tickets can be as low as €25. Madrid offers rich football heritage and a lively city atmosphere. We give Madrid an 8-4 vibe and a 7 for value. Now for a curveball: New York City. It's a different beast, where soccer is still growing. You won't find the centuries-old rivalries of Europe. Instead, you have MLS stadiums like Yankee Stadium, NYCFC, and Red Bull Arena. The fan culture is enthusiastic, but more casual soccer competes with baseball, basketball, and American football. Match tickets are generally affordable, a big plus. However, New York itself is notoriously expensive. Accommodation, food, transport all adds up fast. You might get a cheap match ticket, but the rest of your budget will take a serious hit. It's a unique blend of American sports culture and growing soccer passion. But if you want that traditional European vibe, it might not be your top pick. It's impossible to compare vibe, but still we ranked it a 6. For value, considering the city's cost, it's a 4. Now let's lay it all out. A proper league table for your business case back home. Here's the cheapest possible weekend for each city. Madrid, £80, Barcelona, £86, Manchester, £120 London, £125 New York, £200 plus. What do these numbers mean? The big club premium in London easily pushes that £125 past £150 for a top 6 club. You're paying for the brand. But factor in the sun and tapas, and Barcelona just edges out Madrid on pure fun. Manchester is your undisputed champion for authentic English banter, for all passion and traditional pub culture without London prices. London only works if you hunt for lower league matches. And New York, while interesting, can't compete on a budget. Every city has quirks that can drain your budget if you aren't prepared. Now here are a few more considerations. London, the Tube. It's a money pit. You can burn £15 a day. Use an Oyster or contactless card to hit the daily cap. Barcelona, pickpocket central. Keep your phone and wallet in a zipped front pocket. A replacement phone is an expense you don't want to explain. Madrid, many museums and cultural sites close on Sundays. Plan your sightseeing for Saturday to avoid spending unintended money in bars. Manchester, it rains a lot. Pack a waterproof jacket. You don't want to be soaked for kickoff or come home with lad flu. New York, beware of taxes and tipping. Prices often don't include tax, and a 15 to 20% tip is standard. These extras inflate your spend fast. So, after all the miles, pints, and pies, what's the final word? If your crew craves sun and you want to sell it as a beach holiday with a football match, book Barcelona. It's an unbeatable blend of passion and charm. If you're after gritty English football culture, singing on the terraces, then Manchester is your undisputed bet. Call it a heritage tour. Madrid is Barcelona's polished royal cousin, similar price. Incredible history, but a slightly more refined buzz. London is epic, but only if you're savvy enough to dodge the big six ticket prices. And New York. It's a fun wild card, but it can't compete with Europe on budget or traditional atmosphere. 5 cities, 1 battered debit card, and 0 regrets. We've seen the best, the budget, and the brilliant. Now, the big question is, where are you heading this season? Are you Team Tapas or Team Pie? Team Bernabeu or Team Old Trafford? Drop your choice and, more importantly, your best budget hack or your best excuse in the comments below. We'll pin the most devious one. See you in the away end. Don't forget to like and subscribe.